Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video on this channel. This one's sort of two videos put into one. Obviously yesterday was Christmas Day and in GTA that meant the Albany Hermes came out. I was supposed to upload yesterday but I was obviously with family and all that, so I didn't upload or anything, so that's why I'm doing it today. So we're going to turn around now and I will show you what it looks like. Everyone should know what this looks like. It is technically free now. When I actually brought it the first time, I did buy this beforehand. It cost me 535k, but then I sold it and then got the free one. So let's do this one up. Here we are in the upgrade shop. Yeah, we're basically just going to do everything that I did once before. I do believe this is actually my first one that I brought, because I then went and bought a second one, as I mentioned a few seconds ago. I do believe this is the first one because this one has snow in it. I brought my other one when it was how it is now, basically. So, I mean, first thoughts of this car, I mean, it looks good for a classic car. I personally don't like these sort of cars. I prefer like your supercars and your sports cars, or like the classic sports and all that. Those are like sort of my kind of cars. I don't really like these kind of ones because, I mean, I drove this in the snow and it was terrible. It was really, really bad. I have driven it normally, how you would on a normal road. It is a lot better, I won't lie. I just don't really like the car itself. People will probably disagree, but I mean, that's just my personal opinion, basically. So I've gone with this livery here, which I will eventually pick because I had trouble picking. There was only three that I liked, which was the one that I picked eventually, which is this one, not that one, the one just before that, and then the two above that were the ones that I really liked. But so I went with this one. In the thumbnail you can see what color it actually is. It is blue. This car does resemble a car out of, I believe, Cars. I'm not sure what the car is actually called. I know it's like, I think it's a Chevrolet or something, but it plays the sheriff of that, like the town they obviously are in. I believe it's set on that car. If I'm wrong, please send me a link to what car this actually is. But I've gone with blue because I did try to resemble the car that was in Cars. I'm not sure if it is actually this blue, but I don't think they have any blue that is more like it, basically. But yeah, so we've gone with the blue colour because I think it's one of the best colours that have gone for this. I believe this is the wheel arches. I kept them on just because I think it looks better with them on. Not only that, it's hard for people to shoot your cars out. This car is really, really low, but it's the same as the car that we just got when the Doomsday Heist came out, where when you're going slow it sticks to the ground, but when you pick up speed it like raises itself up a little bit. It's like that car that we got, and it's exactly the same thing in this car as well, which I think is really good because, I mean, when you're parked up next to a curb it's really, really low, like it's just extremely low, and you literally can't get off anything. I had problems with it yesterday. I was stuck on a curb and I had to get my friend to actually hit me off just so I could start driving again. But yeah, so this car is nearly completed. We've got one more car to go, which came out today, as in the 26th of December, so it's obviously Boxing Day. So just adding the last little bits to this car. I did drive it, but the gameplay was really rubbish, basically. So this car is now done, and let's get into the next one. So here we are, just entering Los Santos. Obviously, this car I got delivered to another garage. I didn't get it done in the office ones, but I have just actually been on GTA and put this one into the office. So, you know me guys, I upgrade it to the best that I can. I think the only problem I had with this car was to pick the spoiler, because there is actually some really detailed spoilers. They look really good. I had trouble picking at least one. I think I liked about 3 of them, but I went with the one that you'll see when I eventually get onto the spoilers. Like, I've had discussions with a couple of people about this car. Now the front end, it looks like a Pagani Zonda or some sort of Pagani, and then the back of it is different from what a Zonda would look like. I think Overflod or whatever it's called, the actual maker of the car or of this car, they also have the entity which is based on the Koenigsegg, but this looks nothing like a Koenigsegg. I think it's supposed to be a Pagani Zonda or something on those lines. That's what I personally think. I mean, I think this is really a beautiful looking car. I've also had another discussion with I'm in a group on Facebook. Everyone was saying that this car is as good as the X80, which everyone should know by now is, I think, the fastest car in GTA, I believe. And I think this can actually match it. If you look at the stats, once I've added like the turbos and all that, which I haven't even got to yet. I mean, look at the stats so far, they're already maxed basically. I can't do much to it anymore. This is the exact same stats as the X80 when you've fully done it up, I believe. So this car is mega quick. Like, I think I do drive it a little bit because obviously I have to take it back to my garage, but I mean I crashed it a fair few times because I just wasn't obviously used to this kind of car just yet. Well, I've driven it since, and I've actually got used to how it handles and all that. I've gone with this like light blue because I think it looks really nice. Everything else on this car I believe is carbon, and there's like a little bit of black obviously on the wheels when I go to change it, but I think it's just like the outer rim. This is where I was having a bit of trouble because I liked that one, I also liked this one, and then that one. I didn't like that one. I think, like, I go for big spoilers on my cars just because I think they look nice, but the ones on the Kuruma, which is really big, I don't like those sort of ones, so I don't ever really go for them. But yeah, I went for this spoiler just because it looks really nice. I think it fits the car quite well. So we just added, I think, the turbo onto the car, which obviously didn't do much because we put transmission on. But yeah, when I do start driving this, you probably notice that there is no snow. That's because obviously Rockstar took it out today. It is getting re-added back for New Year's, so you have a couple of more days for the snow, and then we don't see the snow for probably for another year. But obviously Red Dead comes out in that time, so you never know, this could be the last Christmas update that we get. So I mean, if it comes around to New Year's when they took out the snow again, and I believe if we have like the festive stuff still in the game, then we're probably guaranteed that there isn't going to be another festive update in GTA anymore, which is really rubbish. They might add like snow again, which I mean they still do, I believe, on 360 and the PS3 is like the last gens. I don't actually know about that, but I'm guessing they still do. But yeah, so this could be the last festive update that we have. So this is just me driving it a little bit. Like I say, I do crash it a fair bit. I think I crashed it like 5 times. Just because I wasn't used to it. The handling on it is actually really well. Like, it's really good. It's just that I wasn't used to the car. So I didn't even see that. Honestly, I put my hands up for that crash. I didn't even see the car there. But like things like crashes like the ones that are coming up now are just really bad. Like those kind of crashes are just my own fault because I'm not paying much attention. So yeah, we're just driving this back up. I actually go to the path, and I do believe I actually crashed going up here, if I remember correctly, or no, I don't. That's alright. I don't crash. I do crash up here though. Perfect. So we're just gonna have a look at the exterior of the car and then the interior eventually. This car just looks absolutely beautiful. So you can see through this windscreen, this is sort of the one with the entity. You can actually run up on it. It is that low. But at the front of it is like literally like a Pagani Zonda, sorry. Honda couldn't ever do anything fast. Let's have a look at this interior. I think the interior looks really nice. I like the doors on this car as well. They're suicide doors, I believe. Not suicide doors. Suicide doors open up like on a Rolls Royce. I'm not sure what kind of doors they are. Personally, I'm not really a car fanatic, really. I'm sure one of you guys who watch this can probably tell me what it is. But yeah, so this is the interior. We're gonna open up all the doors and have a look. And the boot, which this car doesn't actually have a boot. This has, obviously this is the engine, which I mean looks like any other engine that you have in GTA, and I think this is like a hybrid kind of thing, because I've seen these in hybrid cars. I'm guessing that's like the hybrid system to it. I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'm a car fanatic. But yeah, so basically that's the 2 new cars that came out. I didn't really think they was going to bring out a car today just because they brought out a car yesterday, but I mean, Rockstar are very unpredictable. So this car will cost you 1.9 million. It's actually cheaper than the X80, so personally I would get this one instead of the X80. As you can see, I'm actually checking what they look like, and they're basically similar. But anyways guys, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.